All right, it's the moment you've been waiting for. You were finally opening up lesson 14 to start thinking about working on your project. Okay. Last time I asked you, just start drawing it out and laying out what you think. So I need you to have that paper with you. And if you recall, last time I was trying to think about some kind of um, transition between twins and the wild and something like that. So I've kind of got an idea in my head. Today, what you're going to do is just do some exploration and especially with sound. So go to lesson 14, look at level number 2. This is the one I kind of did with you the other time. So you've got all this and you're seeing what's happening. It's not super fancy. You don't have to go all out. Notice there's text. You've got certain things happening with animation and so on. Okay. Now, stop at level 3 and play for a little bit. Okay. They've got 3 different example cards here. And I want you to look at it not from just what you do, but how the code is set up and what's happening. Okay, you got flower 1, 2, 3. There's a vase. So they've defined all those variables, set all the animation for it. And notice they've got something about the vase being visible. That's false right now. So when it first starts, you aren't going to see the vase. In fact, see, all we see are some words. We have a light blue background. Okay. And there's like a rectangle down here. You can see that rectangle. And then if the mouse is pressed over flower 1, okay, so over here, mouse pressed over. I don't know if we've used that one. So interesting. Okay. And boom. Then what it does is it goes through and makes that flower invisible. Okay. It says false. Okay. And they've got all kinds of different things, X and Y here. Okay. Then this, and then all of a sudden, you'll see that those flowers, when the flower count got to all 3, then it goes and places them in a new location over here. So take some time to look at that code. All right. Let's see. I go back. We look at the middle card. Let's go. Okay, we've done the happy birthday card. You can look at that one. Here's what's cool about card number 3. There is sound in this thing. Now, we haven't talked about this. You'll notice that there's a lot of variables. You have some sort of outside background of the mountains. There's a bike. There's an alien. There's a guitar. And then there's some kind of note 1 and note 2. And then it has something about playing sound. What? Inside your draw loop, you're going to see all kinds of stuff. Okay. Notice that if the space bar is depressed, something happens with notes, and it also has guitar sounds. Let's see what. Whoa, that is way too loud. Goodness sakes. You play with that on your own. Okay. But notice also when you play the space bar, how that works. Now, I think what I might do, just so I could maybe do this, is turn my sound way down so I don't go deaf. So you see the 2 notes are flying out of there. And if I press the space bar, it starts playing that sound again. Okay. Then it also says use the arrow keys to ride the bike. Ah, so they're incorporating a lot of stuff, and I want you to be able to go back and look at these as you're creating your card. This one's pretty over the top, frankly, with the amount of sounds and special effects. But I want you to hang out basically in level 3 and level 4 and play around with some things. Right here in level 4, it says, make sure you have your sheet. Now, because we're not together and we haven't been in class, you don't have the formal sheet of laying out what are you going to do for your sprites, what kind of animation, and so on. So when it says refer to your planning activity sheet, okay, you've got a sketch somehow, some way. So it's going to ask you, all right, figure out what the background layer has to be. And then do you want any drawn shapes like rectangles, ellipses, circles, ovals, stuff like that? You don't have to get to the sprite stuff yet. And then they're talking about other, what they call static, meaning not moving types of things, like maybe text. So let me show you what I have so far. Okay, so I have a blue background. I'm going to move this up a little bit. I have a blue background. I've already put this in a draw loop. You know, you don't have to have it in a draw loop, but I'm going to probably layer some things happening, and I'll want my background to draw every single time. My color for the text, remember, if you amp up all the colors to 255, that's the biggest number, 0 is the smallest, that becomes white. And I chose white type at about this size, and I kind of played, you know, I could try it bigger, but then look what happens. Then I don't get it all on one screen. So I think 30 will be good for now. Boop, boop, be-doo. Okay, so now that's back. I'm probably going to add some text about, let's see. I probably want to say something about maybe press the space bar. Okay, now I'm going to put this way down at the bottom. So let's see. Probably X position wise, you know, I could probably align it too, but for now, I'm just going to say maybe 100. But I want it way down on the screen, down here somewhere, which probably be closer to like 325. Let's try that. Okay, that's not too bad. I kind of want it a little different or a little further to the left. Okay, that looks good now. Now, here's where I want you to take some time and play today. Okay, key down space bar. So I grabbed an if loop. Okay, if loops are here. I actually grabbed a if or else because what I wanted to add in here is if I press the space bar, and that's in these world commands in yellow, then I want it to play some kind of sound. So I grabbed play the sound and else stop the sound. And then it'll say choose, and it is going to take you to a whole ton of things that you could try. Okay, so let's see. I don't know what board games are, but let's take a look here. Oh, music, kind of like music. Let's see, they have some birthday, they have cartoon ding, they have fun game win musical 4. I have no idea what that is, but we're going to try it. And then for the stop, I should choose the same exact thing. So here's the hard part. Now I have to find that same thing. Fun game win musical 4. I hope that's the same thing. Yeah. All right. So let's see what happens when I press the space bar. Cool. I hope you could hear that. I'm going to amp my sound up again a little bit. Oh my goodness. This is going to be fun. I love it. I want you to start playing around, and especially today, play with some sound and see what you can come up with. Make sure that you just investigate some time away, and next week we'll dive in and add some more things to your project. Good luck today.